Ow! Ah, fuck! Sorry, I just sneezed and it like cracked all my vertebrae. Oh my god, that hurt. Hey! So, I went to take my test at the college today, and let me say, I was scared as shit. Like, not the kind of scared, like the haunted house kind of scared, where you're like, something's gonna jump out at me. No, it was like way more scared than that, because like when I was in, when you go in, it's like your first day of school, you're kind of like shuffling your feet and looking at the ground and adjusting your coat and looking around at all the people, and you're like, okay, so this is weird and awkward. But anyway, when I went in there, I was assigned a desk and we had all these papers, and I was just so nervous, and after a while I was like, I actually stood up and I couldn't really control my actions because it kept shaking. Like, that's how I was shaking. Well, you can't really see it. Fuck this thing. But like, it was weird because I got up to walk like 2 feet to get a tissue and I almost collapsed. I was so nervous and it was just awful. And the tests, I had to take 2 math tests and then we had a break and then take 2 English tests. English and reading, I think I aced. The only thing was, we had to write an essay for one of them, and I was writing, one of the subjects was an activity that you went in and what you learned and how you felt, and we only had like 20 minutes to write it, and I was so into it because I was writing about when I first went to Medieval Majesty and all that good stuff. And I was so into telling the story that I lost track of time and I had to cut it short. Like, I was only a quarter way through my story and I was kind of like, in conclusion, besides the bankruptcy and the heat exhaustion and getting rained out, it was fun, I was like, oh crap. Anyway, but the math test, it wasn't a right or wrong answer sort of thing, and we had these Scantron sheets, but it wasn't something that you had to, if you didn't know the answer, you are not supposed to guess, you're supposed to leave it blank, because if you just guessed an answer, then you'll end up being in some sort of math class that you're not capable of taking yet. So it was kind of awful because I did guess on a few of them, but only because I thought they were right. Because if I didn't guess on at least a few of them, then I would have had absolutely nothing on my test. I swear to God, like 80% of my test was blank, and I just felt like a real dumbass until this one girl behind me was like, oh, I haven't taken math in like 5 years. I feel like a dumbass. So I'm like, oh, thank you. But I was really nervous about that. It was really awful because it was really hot in there, and the teacher up front was kind of nasty because she didn't want any distractions. Like, if somebody moved their paper or crinkled their paper loudly, she shot him a nasty look. And my nose was running so bad, so every time I sniffled, I looked around like, oh god, I'm sorry. And it just got really bad, and the point where my nose was running so bad, I like hid it in my shirt, and there was just a big wad of snot inside my shirt before I finally got to go to the bathroom and blow my nose. But it was really bad. But they have all this other stuff that I still have to do, and it wasn't a mandatory meeting afterwards, but it was like a checklist on what you could do to like get prepared for school and all this stuff. And I was like, you know what, fuck this, because my sugar was really low and I needed to eat something, because I didn't leave until like 2:30. I went in at 10:30, so I was like, this is crazy. Anyway, I was really nervous, and I honestly don't really like campuses that much, because it's just like, I don't know, it's like a big city, sort of, to me. Like, I feel like an ant. I'm weird, I don't know. And my aunt works there, which is okay, but I was like, it was really frustrating and really scary. And everyone's like, well, are you excited yet? You get to do baking? I'm like, really? I'm not. I am excited for the baking part, but for everything else, I think I'm gonna lose my freaking mind because I'm just so nervous and afraid of all this stuff. So, anyways, yeah, I miss you guys, and even if you were here, we probably wouldn't be hanging out because I didn't sleep again last night because of my damn nose and throat thing, so I'd probably just be like, hey, I'm sicky. I gotta go. Anyway, just keeping you updated. Hopefully I'll see you sometime soon. Okay, bye.